Ben Pentreath, classical architect and interior designer, opened his homeware shop 2 years ago on Rugby Street, across the road from his architecture practice and around the corner from his flat in this Georgian part of London, rapidly becoming known as the new Bloomsbury. Ben and the shop's manager, Bridie Hall, run the shop with passion and fervor, surrounding themselves with the things they love. Upon entering the shop, one is overwhelmed by the visual feast they have set before our eyes. Here you see an arrangement of plaster casts that hark back to the antiquities. In their shop, Ben and Bridie create a whimsical take on the old tradition of cabinet of curiosities, where collectors in the 17th and 18th centuries gathered weird and wacky things. These shelves burst forth with starfish, corals, intermixed with oriental vases and plaster casts by Peter Horn. The Georgians collected as a way of understanding the world around them, hence the great fascination with natural history. The vertical display here is composed of gems and rocks at the base, arranged against a beautiful wooden box and simple parsonage ash candlesticks with an appropriate choice of color for the candles. Two beautiful and stunning black and white photographs documenting late 20th century rural England by James Revilius complete the display on a contemplative note. Ben and Bridie approach every surface as an exciting blank canvas upon which to create a new masterpiece made up of many layers. This wall, whose central theme is that of a grotto or Gothic crypt, exemplifies their efforts. The skull on the table certainly plays an iconic role, holding the composition together, and the frame boxes of shells remind us of many historical shell-lined garden grottos. As in all their work, upon closer inspection, the other elements that make up the composition, like the antique entomology prints, the plaster intaglios, and the framed insects, bring equal delight. In this below-the-stairs setting, the blank canvas here has been transformed into a functional and beautiful display of Hunslet tableware. This tableware is made in a village just outside Leeds and is inspired by the utilitarian crockery produced in the 18th century. And so while the objects here may be more practical, they too can be used to create a visual spectacle. When making your home, Ben and Bridie have one rule: follow your heart and only surround yourself with the things you love. In the shop, they have created a world that is always fresh, where relationships and juxtapositions between the objects change all the time as new beloved things are acquired and other desired objects move around to accommodate. An aesthetic that is eclectic, eccentric, and undoubtedly English.